Welcome back to ESA Marathon. We're here at Stream 2 and I'm going to be playing World of Illusion. As you might know, we're raising money for Save the Children. I ran this game 10 years ago at the first ESA Marathon. So I'm going to run it again, because Fatske asked me to. This is going to be a bit of a special run, because I'm going to mess around with the music a little bit. So there we go. So we're getting sped up music. So we get a little bit of a fun twist. This game is very short and sweet. It should be done within like 16.5 minutes unless I really mess up. We got 5 stages to go through. There's a first, second, and third part of each stage, and a boss. It's a perfect first speed game. It's really, really, really easy to pick up and get a competitive time within a few days. I hope to show off some cool glitches, and I hope you'll enjoy it. So I'm just gonna change my controller settings, and then we're off. I'm gonna be playing as Mickey, which is the fastest character. Donald is the worst character and a lot slower. I just use this controller setting because it's more comfortable for me. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! So coming up in this first level, we start off with a glitch immediately. The Seesaw Glitch coming up here in a bit. We're gonna try to time our jump so the game thinks that we are in a different state, and we'll just fly up. Let's see if I can do it. There we go. Not perfect, but it saves a lot of time. There's a lot of people running this game. It's one of the most ran game on the Sega Genesis, which is really cool. The most competitive category is Mickey. There are some techniques to go faster. The one that's most used is what we call ledge jump. It's when you jump just at the ledge, and you'll get you'll get a little bit of a boost. This is very, very necessary in certain areas of the game where you need to ledge jump to make the jump that you want to do. But I don't know if you're really observant, you can see how Mickey actually speeds up a little bit when we jump on a ledge. So we're already into the third stage of the first world. So if you're playing co-op, you're actually getting much longer stages, which is really cool. If we can do it. There we go. That doesn't say much time, but it looks pretty cool. So if we have any donation, let's shoot them out now, because this is one of the few auto-scrolls in the game.
Nevlin22 donated $5. Shoutouts to Edenal the goat. Speaking of, did you know goat wool is one of the warmest in the world? No wonder they're shaved for it.
Someone's alluding to a milestone coming up, I see. Ooh, that was close. Trying to go fast there can result in you falling to your death. So this guy takes 5 hits to kill. You can only hit him twice every cycle. And this is really the only RNG part of the game. So now he or she, I don't even know what, the spider thing. He'll drop down in either left, center, right. I'm gonna take a shot there. Yes! I'm applauding myself, great. Big reset points if you're grinding. So now Mickey's learning a spell. He learns the same spell every time. It's Alakazam. And now we can summon a magic carpet. So we're gonna ride this magic carpet to the second stage of the second world. The second stage of the second world is really interesting, because that's where we have one of the big glitches in the game. You can actually fall out of bounds and not die, and just glide to the end of the level. It's coming up in just a moment, and it's really, really cool. So we're going to spawn a pillar up here. And we're gonna despawn the pillar. Let's see if I can make it. So you trigger this pillar, you jump down here, and now it should be gone. Oops. There we go. So you just glide to the end of the stage, and you actually skip this middle part of this stage, and you magically teleport to the cloud stage, which is really, really, really great. So in the past, I've ran this game together with Grook. We've been playing this game on and off for like, let's just call it 8 or 9 years. The co-op mode for this game is really, really fun. You are dependent on each other to do certain mechanic, because Donald is he's a bit round, again around the waist, so he needs to be pulled through certain areas. We're going to be coming up on one such area soon. Whereas Mickey is skinny enough so he can just slide under, and that's how they get you into different stages. The middle stage in each world is different for both of the characters. So that's the second boss. Very straightforward, very easy. Now we're going to be coming up on the third world, which is the underwater world, or the most scary boss in the entire game, which is the shark. So the story of this game is really that, like, Mickey and Donald is trapped in the magician's realm. The magician's realm are clearly Disney worlds. So this is the Little Mermaid. And you can see Atlantica in the background there. This might not look complicated at all, but this is the hardest stage in the entire game. Because you can lose your entire momentum when you're swimming. It's oscillating movement, so you can hold forward and go nowhere, or you can hold forward like I'm doing right now and have the maximum speed. There's ways to reset your maximum speed, which is why I'm intentionally taking some damage here. So going from standstill to full speed is the only reliable way to go to full speed. If you touch the ground, you might lose your speed. You won't lose your speed if you just swim into a wall, which is fine. So here in the next room is one of the areas where Donald can't pass. So when Donald comes to this point of the game, he just needs to turn around. And he goes to a beach instead, while Mickey is going to a coral cave. So when I first started running this game, there was no routes or nothing for it. It was very, very rewarding to figure out the route. And this part right here, we're going to be using the ledge jumps. So I'm going to... Well, I missed that cycle now, so... But you jump at the edge of the clamshells. You didn't see that. That way you get enough speed to beat the cycle. So I'm going to be taking the Cake of Shame coming up. Because there are some damage I do need to take to progress to the next stage. And I just don't want to risk dying. It's marathon strats. There we go, Cake of Shame. So, if you're crawling, you're not, you don't, you still take damage, but you don't have a damage animation. Just those small optimizations of old retro games. Playing this game as a kid, this boss scared the shit out of me. I thought this shark was so scary. And even kind of still scares me as an adult. But at least that we know his pattern now. He always comes from the left. Then he's going to jump. So I'm going to try to just position myself in the middle. He's going to jump from left to right every time. And then he's going to appear from the right. And 2 more hits and he's gone. There we go. So now we're going to come up to the one of the real run killers. There's a similar glitch to the Seesaw Glitch, but on a stapler. It's really hard to execute. It's much harder to execute than the Seesaw. There we go. Come on. There we go. That still saved time, compared to going the long route. This is by far my... Was my phone ringing? Okay. This is by far my favorite stage in the game, Candyland. And not only because it's absolutely beautiful and like the soundtrack is very jolly, but it's just a nice moving. It just flows. So coming up on, once we're done here in the clouds, we're gonna be coming up on the 4th boss. There's a quick kill you can do on her. It's Madame Mim from Sword in the Stone. There's a quick kill you can do on her, and it all relies on getting the second hit in. And if you do the quick kill right, you can kill her before she lands on the ground. So I'll be gunning for that. There we go. I missed it. Still fine. I mean the not quick kill is not that that much slower. It's less swag. Yeah, I'm really playing it safe here. There's no point in taking any risks. And we're making really good time. We should be finishing this run in about 16, 20. So if you press the wrong if you jump on the wrong dice here, you can either get sent back to previous stage or earlier on this stage, and you just need to know which one it is. And luckily, it's always number 3. You absolutely don't want to take this question mark here. It contains a piece of fireworks which kills all the enemies on the screen. But it unfortunately slows down the game for 10 seconds. So we just need to beat the stage scrolling, which is easy every time. So here we go. We're entering the final area of the games. There are 2 more rooms left until the final boss. So you can already notice the slowdowns here. Coming up on the 2nd floor here, we are going to be experiencing some major slowdowns. I typically don't even try to attack the enemies here, because that slows down the game even more. So here we go. Slowing to a crawl. And it's just that area. Like, the rest of the game runs completely fine, but that area is... It's so slow. Even an emulator is painfully slow. There's a soft lock you can do here, but we're not going to be doing that. With this many enemies on screen, it's just... It's a coin flip if you're gonna kill them or not. So we're gonna be coming up on Pete the Magician, who is the final boss of the game. And I think it's like 7 or 8 hits. And then time is gonna be when the screen fades out. So I hope you've enjoyed one of my favorite games of all time, World of Illusion. It's a super easy speedrun for anyone to pick up, and it's a great casual game. So that was the final hit. So time's gonna be coming up now when the screen fades to black. There we go, and time's coming up in time. Thank you very much for watching. I don't know if we're going to sit down through the credits, but there's a special person in the credits that we always shout out, and that's Bert. It's a special thanks to Bert. Very important for any speedrunner of this game. How are we on schedule? I think we don't need to sit through the credits. It's very long. So if the next runner is ready, we're ready to carry on the show. I hope you enjoyed Speedrun of World of Illusion, and thank you for watching. Continue to watch ESA, continue to watch speedruns. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for watching.